Hello, everyone. Welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for Game 2, the second semifinal matchup between the Smokies and the Smoky Mountain Rain here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Hello, everyone. My name is Mason Strawn. I'll be your broadcaster once more between these two sides. They battle out for the second day in a row here. Smokies, the home team, will be out in the field first. Rain, the road squad, in the second semifinal matchup of the day. Bandits take it over the Choo-Choos earlier, 6-1. They will head off to Saturday. The winner of this matchup will take them on tomorrow for the championship game. Winner moves on to Saturday. Loser goes home. Smokies out in the field first. The number one seeded squad taking on this Rain team sitting in the 4th spot. Kai Ricks will lead us off across from Josie Crossman on the mound here again today for the Smokies team. Ricks, the center fielder, will start us off. Deanna Cunningham at shortstop will hit second. Lauren Hubush will hit third, the second baseman. It's the first pitch to Ricks is outside for ball one. We're underway here for game 2. Alyssa Balcom will hit 4th, the first baseman tonight. Strickland will hit 5th at third base once more. Anna Frazier will hit 6th on the mound here for this Rain squad. As the 1-0 is swung on and missed, 1-1. Lauren Jamerson will follow up in the 7th spot in right field today. Ainsley Watson behind the plate will hit 8th. Macy Andrews, the left fielder, will hit in the 9th spot. I'll round out your Rain lineup as Ricks comes up and fouls off the 1-1 to make it 1-2. Ricks, the leadoff hitter once more in center field once again for this Rain squad. Stepping off across from Josie Crossman, who got the start in yesterday's game against this Rain team. She went on and got the win, thankfully for her. 1-2. Hits it softly, left side. It'll get down for a base hit. Another leadoff single. Kai Ricks is magical with that bat, it feels like at times. Another leadoff hit for her. And now a runner on with nobody out. And now it brings up Deanna Cunningham, the newest addition to Memphis University. As the shortstop hitting in the 2 spot tonight comes up. First pitch is down and away for 1-0. Crossman entering in on the day on the mound here today. 3rd this year in ERA, a 2.69 for her. And now 11th game played, 39 innings pitched. So that went down in the zone's a strike for 1-1. 3rd in ERA with a 2.69, 39 innings pitched for her. 34 strikeouts, second most this year. A 133 whip is also 3rd. I should say 3rd most strikeouts also. Next pitch called a strike, 1-2. As Crossman trying to hurl through another pair here today. A 283 batting average against is 4th best, just behind her teammate, funny enough, Pearl Davis. 1-2 to Cunningham. Down in the dirt, it bounces now 2-2. Ricks down at first base, fantastic speed. Can easily sprint around the base paths if you give her the chance. As Crossman sets and delivers the 2-2 to Cunningham. Drives this one deep to right center field. That ball's going to go all the way to the wall. Here comes Ricks around third. She's going to try and score. Cunningham will get into second base standing. No throw comes to the plate. A double and a 1-0 lead as the Rain strike first with a double from Cunningham. Took that fastball and drove it the other way to the right center field gap. Ricks, with flying speed, could get into home plate standing. She does exactly that. And now it brings up Lauren Hubush, the 3-hole hitter at second base today. Cunningham with another extra base hit. First pitch to Hubush is down low for ball 1. Hubush back in the 3-hole once again. Player, if you saw her photos yesterday on the Instagram story, was made up of more dirt than jersey. Takes the 1-0 and fouls it off for 1-1. The joke yesterday is humans are about 70% water. Well, the other 29% of Hubush was made of dirt yesterday, and about 1% was the rest of her. She now comes up 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at second. Off speed called a strike. Now 1-2. Back-to-back hits now for the Rain have made it a 1-0 lead early. A single from Kai Ricks to left. She's able to sprint for home on the double from Cunningham. Deanna now stands at second base. The 1-2. Hits it hard. Third base side. Bounces off the bag and into left field. Here comes Cunningham into third. She'll make it in. Back-to-back-to-back hits. Hubush with a single to left, and now runners at the corners, still nobody out. Now the infield comes in. An uncharacteristic start here for Crossman. We've only seen it one other time this year where she's kind of gotten not really lit up, but tagged for more than what you'd expect. Yesterday, she had a stunning outing for the first 4 before getting tagged for a couple of runs in that 5th inning. Now trying to see if she can just settle in here. She has given up 3 straight hits, 2 singles, and a double. A 1-0 lead for the Reign and runners at the corners, and this is the electric offense you've been hoping if you're the Smoky Mountain Reign, as now Alyssa Balcom comes up to the plate. First pitch swinging, drives it to left field. Munson is there. Cunningham's going to try and tag. The throw's a good one to the plate, but not in time. A sacrifice fly moves the runners up. And now a 2-0 lead for the Smoky Mountain Reign. Hubush able to get into second base. Now one away, and the sac fly from Alyssa Balcom brings up Macy Strickland. Earlier today, stepped in for the Choo-Choos. She went 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Will hit this one off the end of the barrel. Picked up by Crossman at first for 1. Runner does it, or excuse me, for 2. Runaway or now goes into third base. It's the second out of the inning. As Hubush now able to get into scoring position, and it brings up the dangerous Anna Frazier. Pitcher v. pitcher now come up. As Frazier, the starter today, gets the chance to hit in the 6th spot. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Crossman's throwing heat here to start, it feels like. Just unfortunately for her, it was 3 straight knocks and a sacrifice fly to make it a 2-0 lead early for the Reign. Frazier trying to make it 3. A 1 just down and away. Lund can't frame it, 1-1. Lauren Jamerson would hit next, the right fielder, if given the opportunity. As the D3 products step in at the plate and in the on-deck circle, the 1-1. Check swing, she went around, 1-2. Hubush waiting to see if she can sprint home. Frazier trying to see if she can score her. The pitcher today comes in once more. The 1-2. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. Crossman gets out the inning. First strikeout of the morning for her. And we go to the bottom half of the frame. The damage is done. 3 hits, 2 runs score. A runner does get left stranded, but a 2-0 lead for the Smoky Mountain Reign through the top of the first. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Anna Frazier will go on to head off against Shelby Allen to start us off. We'll be right back after this quick break. From Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning we go. 2-0 your score. Smoky Mountain Reign already laid over the Smokies early in this one. A trio of hits and a sacrifice fly has given them a 2-0 lead. Anna Frazier will come out to start here in this semifinal matchup for this Reign squad. She'll face off against Shelby Allen at the top of the Smokies lineup to start us off. Allen, the center fielder today, will wear number 4, hitting that leading off spot. Tatum McCool in right field today, wearing number 10, will hit second. Munson in left, wearing 11, will hit third. Burke at shortstop will wear 6, hitting fourth. Addison Lund behind the plate will wear 12 and hit fifth. Chaney Peters at third will hit sixth, wearing 13. Maria Horner will hit seventh as the second baseman. As the first pitch to Allen is a strike for 0-1. Horner will wear 7 in the 7 spot. Paget will hit 8th and wearing number 8 and play first base. Josie Crossman in the 9 hole will be the pitcher once more, wearing number 5 as Frazier's next one's in the dirt for 1-1. Unique pitching style for Frazier, of course, has a lot of arm side run with that almost sinker-like pitch that she throws. The 1-1. Down and away once more, now 2-1. The newest commit to Austin Peay comes up once more. Gonna be Allen, McColl, and Munson to lead us off here for the Smoky squad. Down 2-0 early. Off speed, way up in the zone, now 3-1. You don't want to walk Shelby Allen. Great speed on the base paths. She can swipe bags like nobody's business. She comes up now, 3-1 count in her favor. Next pitch. Big swing and a miss to the off speed, now 3-2. Frazier did not start this season on the mound for the Reign. She had been primarily used as an infielder before the loss of Olivia Laney. She has made a lot of appearances on the mound since then. The 3-2 is fouled off. It's still kept at full. Nobody on, nobody out here for the newest addition to Austin Peay, traveling out of the University of Southern Miss. The rising senior comes up to the plate. 3-2. Off speed down to the dirt, ball 4. Allen with a leadoff walk. Do we see a similar bottom of the first inning as we saw in the top? We'll find out here in a moment as Tatum McCool comes up. The hard swinging right fielder comes up once more. The first baseman dash outfielder with catching experience in her college career. This is the 0-1 check swing to third base. Strickland's got to take it on an odd bounce. Throws to first in time for 1. Allen's into second base with a slide. So a 5-3 ground out moves up the runner. And now 1 away here in this bottom of the first inning. And it brings up the free swinging utility player in Cam Munson. Munson starting off in left field today, comes up to the plate. First pitch is outside for 1-0. Shelby Allen at second. You put one in the outfield, she's going to score easily. The 1-0 to Munson on the other half for a strike, 1-1. Again, you can see that break that just cuts in towards right-handed hitters, away from left-handers. Just able to clip that outer half of the zone. The 1-1. Fouls this one off, now 1-2. Burke would hit next if given the chance, barring a double play. Allen's smart enough usually to stay out of those, but Munson now trying to see if she can drive her home. The 1-2. Outside called, strike 3. Throw down to second will not be in time, but now 2 away. First strikeout of the morning now for Anna Frazier, brings up the 4-hole hitter. It'll be Amoria Burke coming up now with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position at second and Allen. First pitch is way outside, 1-0. So Burke steps in, the rising junior from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. See the next one on the outer half, a strike, 1-1. Smokies trying to respond, down 2-0. Here in this bottom of the first inning, Reign able to capitalize with a couple of hits in the top half. Now it's Burke fouling this one off, 1-2. Frazier making the start once more here for this Reign squad, just trying to see if she could settle in. As the 1 seed takes on the 4 seed, the Reign in the 4th spot. The home road team today as that one stays in the dirt, 2-2. Smokies finished the season a 14-7 record. The Reign fell to an 8-13 record. That fell to 4th place overall. The 2-2 to Burke, hits it now towards the second base side. Hubush diving, can't get it in time. Allen's breaking for the plate. The throw from Ricks is up the line. Allen will score. Burke gets into second base, and a 2-1 lead still for the Reign, but the Smokies able to get on the board. Just got it to get through the gap of Hubush. The throw comes wide up the line. Allen's able to score. I don't know if he was even a perfect dot, it would have been able to grab her. So now Burke stands at second base on the throw, and it brings up the dangerous Addison Lund. 2-1 now your score. Smokies only down by 1. Frazier just trying to get out the inning. First pitch is out and away for ball 1. On tonight's catcher, who has shared those duties with Abby Bunt and Shani Peters. No bunt with the Smokies right now. Peters, the third baseman. Today we'll see this one outside, now 2-0. Burke at second. Good speed for her as well. You find outfield grass, she could probably score. Outfield is way back here for Lund. 2-0, hit second base side. Hubush snags it to first in time for out number 3. We go to the top of the second inning. A hit and a walk allows a run to score. One runner gets left stranded. A 2-1 lead still for the Rain, but the Smokies able to get on the board. Can they shut down this Rain offense in the top half of the frame? We'll find out here in just a moment. From Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just one moment for the second inning of this semifinal matchup. Top of the second inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee in the Scenic City Collegiate League semifinal matchup. 2-1 your score. The Rain lead over the Smokies here after 1. Crossman will face off against the bottom half of this Rain order. 7, 8, 9 coming up. Jamerson, Watson, and Andrews. Get into this second frame really quickly. Want to talk about this as well. For those that have not seen it just yet, 2026 we'll have a new form of World Series. The College Summer World Series will provide a champion from the American Collegiate or American College Regional Leagues. So that will include not just the Scenic City Collegiate League. As Jamerson drives this ball. Goodbye on the hillside. Never mind, I'm long. Cam Munson able to rob it at the wall. Munson at the wall just snags it, going for that yellow line. Just able to reach up and grab it. It was a line drive all the way there. An absolute missile is snagged right in front of the yellow wall. And one away here in the top of the second. That thing looked like it was going to go forever. And now it's Watson tapping one to the right-hand side. That ball's going to get down. This time it is a base hit. 2 pitches, 2 hard swings. One's a hit, one's a line out. And now it brings up Macy Andrews. So runner on, 2 pitches, 2 swings, 1 out and 1 hit. And now it brings up Andrews as I was trying to conversate about the College World Series event that's coming up. This one's fouled off for 0-1. But next year in 2026, the College Summer World Series will come to us all here in late July. It'll be the championship matchups between the 4 American College Regional Leagues that will include the, of course, Scenic City Collegiate League here, the Florida Gulf Coast League down in Florida as Andrews pops this one straight up behind the second base bag. Horner's there for out number 2. And now it brings up the top of the order as Kai Ricks comes up, a base hit and a run scored today. Watson's still at first here in the top of the second. But as mentioning again, Scenic City Collegiate League, the Florida Gulf Coast League, the Golden Bay Collegiate League in California, as well as the Lone Star State Collegiate League in Texas, all will come up and face off against one another. Those will be the champions from all 4 leagues will face off That'll be from July 14th to the 17th of next year to take on the College Summer World Series. That will be happening at a location that is yet to be determined just yet, as Rick swings at the off-speed for 0-1. So just keep an eye on that for next year, of course, for those that are still eligible. For those that are all graduating or heading into their senior years, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about any of that, of course, obviously. But for those that are interested, obviously, in playing next year in some more summer balls, the 0-1 will be out and away now, 1-1. Registration for next season will start on September 1st of this year. For next season's league, again, you'll get an opportunity if your team is able to win here in any of the 4 leagues to compete in the College Summer World Series. It's now the 1-1. Ricks lacing it left-hand side, gets down for a foul ball, 1-2. So Ricks comes up for the second time today. Again, a single already for her. Was entering in on the day, one of the lead hitters in terms of average and hits. A .462 on the year for her. 12 RBIs, 30 hits. She now sits behind Reagan Wall for second, as Wall leads with 32 on the year. Now Ricks hits it back up the middle, trying to dive forward was Burke. She can't get onto it. Back-to-back base hits, and now 32 hits on the year for Ricks. Puts her in first place with Reagan Wall. A little 2-out lightning here maybe for this Reign squad. Second and first with 2 away. And it brings up the dangerous Deanna Cunningham. Cunningham already a double and a run scored today. 13th in average, a .370 for her. Skies this one foul, 0-1. At one point this season, she was hitting below 160 and has absolutely tore the cover off the ball since then. 11 RBIs now on the year for her. .433 on-base percentage, a .915 OPS. 3 doubles and a home run. Chops this one. Left-hand side. Burke's got it on her knees. No throw in time. She airmails it to the backstop. Here comes Macy Andrews. She's going to try and score. The tag is there. That'll end the inning. An infield single. Burke tries to make a throw at third that, to be honest, didn't need to be made. The throw comes wide. Macy Andrews tries to score. She came in for Watson, and she runs into the tag at home. We sit at a 2-1 score still as we go to the bottom half of the frame. 2 runners get left on base, 3 hits in an error. No one's able to score. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Here in the semifinal matchup, Reign lead over the Smokies 2-1. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning we go. 2-1 your score here is between the Reign and the Smokies. Smokies head back up to bat, down by 1. The Reign have a chance to set down this inning. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Cheney Peters, Maria Horner, and Alora Paget coming up to hit here to start us off. Peters, the third baseman, faces off against Frazier for the first time today. His first pitch to her is a strike for 0-1. So if you didn't hear in the top of the second inning, I'll go through my little spiel here again for you all. For those just tuning in, 2-1 your score again. Reign lead over the Smokies here as the next pitch for Peters. Hits it second base side, picked up by Hubush to throw to first in time for out number 1. As Hubush already covered in dirt on her front side. And now on away here in the bottom of the second inning. For those unaware, coming in next year, the College Summer World Series will be the winners of all 4 American Collegiate Leagues will face off from July 14th through the 17th in a 4-team winner-take-all College World Series for the summer. The first pitch to Horner's down and away for ball 1. It'll be the winner of the Scenic City Collegiate League, the Florida Gulf Coast League, the one in Florida, the Golden Bay Collegiate League in California, and the Lone Star State Collegiate League in Texas, as this one's fouled off for 1-1. They will all compete against one another, and next year, if they win their league, they will head off to a location that is still yet to be announced. That'll come at a later date. But, of course, those 4 league winners will face off to see who is the ultimate winner of the ACL, as this one's down and in for a ball 2-1. That will be again for next year. Registration for next season will start on September 1st for those that are interested. If they want to look to do that as Horner hits one back up the middle. Base knock for Amira Horner. It'll be a one-out single back up the middle. As diving Cunningham couldn't get there in time. And now a runner on with one away as it brings up Alora Paget. Those now will get the chance possibly next year to get to be a part of a even bigger tournament. As the championship for all 4 leagues will commence on July 12th, and then everybody will head out to the same spot to play from the 14th to the 17th. As the first pitch to Paget is a strike, 0-1. The first baseman comes up for the first time today. Once again, for those interested, September 1st will be the start of registration for all the rising seniors, and so you don't have to worry about that, obviously, as this one's 0-2 as it's fouled off. But for those with college ambition still, whether it be going into college, looking in the portal, just trying to get more reps to your name, obviously. A chance to compete not only again in a ACL Regional League, but a chance to compete against others. As Paget now steps in, runner at first. The 0-2 from Frazier. Off speed in the dirt, 1-2. Josie Crossman would hit next, give him the chance. Barring a double play, Paget now stepping in for the first time today, the first baseman. Horner at first after the single. 1-2, off speed, skies it right in front of the mound. Watson has to take a weird bouncer into foul ground. It will be a foul ball. And now 1-2 the count as, holy moly, the backspin. Just kind of tapped it in front of the mound. It bounced away from Watson. If that thing were to have sat, it would have been an infield single of the weirdest kind. But unfortunately, it rolls across that first base line, and Paget comes back up. Horner still at first, one away. It's the off speed out of the zone for 2-2. 2-1 still your score. The Rain battling the Smokies here. Both teams able to score in that first inning. Next pitch outside, now 3-2 to Paget. Trying to see if she can get on here in this bottom of the second. Put runners on the ponds for Josie Crossman, who has swung the bat well as of late. 3-2 from Frazier. Hits it hard, first base side. That ball gets into right field for a base knock. Horner's going to hold up at second. Throw comes in quickly. Second and first with one away, and it brings up Crossman. Now Paget's going to get a courtesy runner for her. It'll be Cheney Peters stepping in, as she was the last out in the inning. That's the rule here in the playoffs as well. The last out is your courtesy runner. So she'll step in at first base, and now it'll be Josie Crossman coming up to the plate, the University of Delaware product. Had a very strong game yesterday. We'll see the first one for a strike, 0-1. Crossman yesterday, a double and a single to her name. She scored 2 runs in that matchup. The 0-1's inside, just a tad too far, 1-1. Horner at second, Peters at first. Good speed down there at second base. Could tie this ball game up as this one's fouled off for 1-2. Crossman in the 9-hole, pitcher v. pitcher now. Shelby Allen would be next if given the opportunity. Already has reached on a walk and a run scored. 1-2. Hits it back up the middle. Frazier's got it at first. The throwback is in time. Double play. And the Rain get out of the inning. Frazier has that one come right up on her glove and is able to make the grab. A double play ends the inning. 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners get left stranded. A double play gets us out of it. We go to the top of the third. From Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We go to the top of the third inning. Rain leading over the Smokies 2-1. We'll look to see if they can add on to the lead here in just a moment. From Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here in this semifinal matchup. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. For those just tuning in, 2-1 now your score. The Smoky Mountain Rain lead over the Smokies here in the top of the third. 3, 4, and 5 come up to bat once more. Hubush, Balcom, and Strickland. As Lauren Hubush comes up once more, 296 hitter entering in on the day. A single already has helped her put runners at the corners, got all the way to third but could not score in that third inning. She comes up once more. 9 RBIs on the year for her. First pitch swinging goes through it for 0-1. Hubush on the year again, 377 on base percentage for her, and 821 OPS. 5 doubles and a home run this year. 0-1 skies it to the left-hand side. It'll just end up out of play, 0-2. Balcom would hit next, a sacrifice fly already for her today. Hubush has played in every game this year for the Smoky Mountain Rain. Gonna see what she can do here. She sees the next one down and away for 1-2. Again, a single already for her today that put runners at the corners that allow Cunningham to score on the sac fly. Comes up now in the 3 spot. The 1-2. Skies this one. Left-hand side. Peters in foul ground is there for out number 1. Now it brings up Balcom. So Alyssa Balcom, already a sacrifice fly today. Comes up as one of the top hitters this season in terms of average. 5th overall, a .457 for her. She'll sky this one foul back to us here at 0-1. Balcom, today's first baseman, still has that soft cast on her right hand, but a .457 average, now 12 RBIs on the year, a .500 on the dot on base percentage, a .1283 OPS. So the next one's down and away, 1-1. She has the most doubles this year by 1. She has 9 doubles in 2 home runs. She sits tied with Lindsey Henson in terms of extra base hits. Now hits this one back to the mound. Josie Crossman's got it to first in time for out number 2. Now it brings up Strickland, who, funny enough, last time out, grounded out to the pitcher. A .347 average for her. And all 22 games played as well in a Rain uniform. 10 RBIs, a .433 on base percentage. We'll see this one down and away for ball 1. 944 OPS. 6 doubles ties her for third with Ella Grace Harvey. A triple as well to her name. The only thing she doesn't have is a home run. 1-0. Skies this one. Shallow center field. Shelby Allen is there. Out number 3. And the first truly clean inning we've seen out of either side. We go to the bottom of the third inning. No hits, no runs, no errors made. Nobody gets left stranded. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Still 2-1 your score. The Rain lead over the Smokies. What's already a very tightly contested affair. Smokies come back up to hit once more. It'll be the top of the order coming up next. We'll be right back after this quick break from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment as the Smokies come back up to hit. Bottom of the third inning we go. 2-1 your score. The Rain still lead over the Smokies by 1. Top of the order comes up now for this Smokies squad. Shelby Allen with a leadoff walk in that first inning comes up. Already a run scored. She comes up for the second time today against Anna Frazier. First pitch swinging, hacks through it for 0-1. Allen, a .397 hitter, puts her 10th overall this year in average. 8 RBIs, 25 hits, a .466 on-base percentage. Next one's down and away for a ball, 1-1. Allen with an .878 OPS, a double, her lone extra base hit. She's been one of the best fielding center fielders this year. As inside, that pitch comes, 2-1. The rising senior comes back up to the plate. 1, 2, and 3 will hit. Allen, McCool, and Munson. Burke in the 4-hole if given the opportunity. 2-1. Big swing and a miss, now 2-2. Reached on a walk her first time up. Looking to see if she can collect or hit number 26. Big swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. Second strikeout of the day for Anna Frazier. And now 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it brings up the dangerous Tatum McCool. Grounded out the 3rd her last time up. 12th this season in batting average, a .373 for her. 22 RBIs, 3rd most this season. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Tied with Ella Cunningham for 3rd in RBIs. 22 hits, a .480 on-base percentage. 1158 OPS. See the next one down and away for a strike, 1-1. On the year, 3 doubles and 5 home runs for Tatum McCool. All 22 games played for this Smokies squad. Drives this one deep to center field. That ball's on the hillside and gone. Tie ball game. Tatum McCool with a monster shot to center. And get the paddles out for the Smokies. Two to two now your score. The Canoe comes in at home plate. McCool with another home run, her 6th of the year. RBI number 23. And a 2-2 tie we sit at. As the Smokies have tied it up. And it brings up Cam Munson with 1 away. So Munson comes up, a strikeout looking her last time. Gets it off the end of the barrel down to first base. Balcom's going to play it in fair ground. That's going to be out at 1st and 2 away. So a weird bounce there. Munson thought it was going to be like that hit earlier from Josie Crossman, or excuse me, was it Josie Crossman? Yes, it was. Or no, it was Laura Padgett who took that swing that just bounced in front of the mound, but now it brings up Burke with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss to start for 0-1. Burke already an RBI single today. Comes up for the 2nd time. .344 average, places her top 20. 11 RBIs, make it 12 now after that single. That one stays high for 1-1. .394 on-base percentage, a .957 OPS, 3 doubles, 3 home runs, and a triple to her name. The next one's a strike for 1-2. She is one of 2 players this year with a triple, a home run, and a double. The only other one, Christian Fowler of the Nuga Choo-Choos. 1-2, hits it off the end of the barrel, picked up by Balcom for out number 3. We go to the top of the 4th. 1 hit, 1 run scores, a solo shot by Tatum McCool. Nobody gets left on base. We sit at a 2-2 draw. It's been a banger so far. We go to the top of the 4th inning as the rain will head back up to hit. We'll see if Josie Crossman goes for another inning of work. I believe she will. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League in this semifinal matchup. 2-2 now your score. The Rain and Smokies tied at 2 apiece. 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Rain here in just a moment. Top of the 4th inning we go. 2-2 now your score. McCool with a monster shot to center has made this a tie ball game. The pitcher, Anna Frazier, will lead us off here in this top of the 4th inning. 6, 7, and 8 coming up to the plate Frazier struck out swinging her last time up in that top of the first inning. That left the runners at the corners. Or excuse me, runners at second and first, I should say. No, it was runners at the corners. Excuse me. Now she comes up. And we'll drive this one deep to right center field. Did she do it? She did indeed! Anna Frazier solo to right center. And she takes back the lead for the Reign. She says, Tatum McCall, I can see what you do. I'll do it right back and give my squad the lead again. 3-2 now your score. Second home run of the year for Frazier in Reign uniform. And a 3-2 lead for the team in black and blue. First pitch swinging, just got it down and away and put it over that right side hilltop. And now it brings up Jamerson, who almost went deep her last time up with a missile in left field. First pitch swinging, hits it shortstop side. Burke can't get it to the field single out to center field. Jamerson reaches, back-to-back swings, back-to-back hits. Runner at first and nobody out. And now brings up Ainsley Watson. Watson, a .319 hitter entering in on the day, has played all 22 games for this Smoky Mountain Reign squad. 9 RBIs will foul this one off, now 0-1. Already a single today. 389 on-base percentage, and 857 OPS. 4 doubles and a home run this year for her, a 2-run shot. As she hits this one off the inside of the Vandal, down that line, it's foul. Third base side thought it was fair, not going to be the case. It's 0-2. Peters got it on that line. They're going to say it's foul. And Watson's going to get robbed of one here, she thinks. His coach back down that third base line, thought that one was fair. Home plate umpire states his case, and we go back to the plate. Now 0-2 the count against Watson. Next pitch from Crossman's down and away, now 1-2. Macy Andrews will hit next, a fly out to second her last time up. But Watson already 1 for 1, trying to see if she can get on for the second time today. Jamerson at first. 1-2, off the end of the barrel. Padgett can't hold on, it's in right field. McCool's going to pick it up and try and get quickly into second. It bounces off of Burke and into left field. Second and first they stand, still nobody out. Now runners at second and first, still nobody out, and we might see a few changes here. We will. Pearl Davis, it'll be a quick hook now for Josie Crossman. As it'll be Macy Andrews coming up with second and first. So a single for Ainsley Watson, her second of the day. Jamerson gets into second base as the throw, I think, bounced off of her from the throw from McCall. She'll now head to first. Pearl Davis now heads out to the mound. Laura Padgett will head to the bench, and Josie Crossman, I believe, will head out to right. That is indeed how this infield's going to look. So it'll be similar to what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, good.
So now McCool heads into first. Davis to the mound. Padgett now will be at the bench spot. I believe she will now lose her spot in the lineup. Or maybe Davis will be hit for her. Either way, Crossman's night comes to a close. She goes 3 innings, gives up 3 runs, all of them earned. She does pick up a strikeout in that outing, as she gives up no walks during this showing as well. As now Pearl Davis will head out to the mound. Had a bit of a shakier outing yesterday, but now Macy Strickland will come in and race in for Ainsley Watson. She was last out of the last inning, which means she will be the one who runs for her now. So Pearl Davis heads in now. Yesterday's matchup, she came in, went 2 innings, Gave up 2 walks, a hit, no runs against her. She did give up a couple, though, as she came in with inherited runners. Now faces Macy Andrews. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Andrews, the left fielder, already 0 for 1 on the day. But in a rain uniform, 277 average, 9 RBIs, a 386 on base, 854 OPS with 3 doubles and 2 home runs on the year. Next pitch stays way high in the zone, 1-1. She has played alongside Macy Strickland probably the most amount of games out of anybody this year, as she has stepped in with the Choo-Choo squad quite a bit. Has 8 games with them. She has played in now 30-plus games this season. One from Pearl Davis, the new pitcher. Outside and away, now 2-1. Jamerson at second, Watson at first after back-to-back singles. A home run by Anna Frazier to right center made it 3-2 in favor of the Reign. They lead over the Smokies here in the top of the 4th. 2-1. Hits it hard, left field side, it's foul, 2-2. Kai Ricks would hit next. Already 2 hits on the day and a run scored. Pearl Davis on the season. 61 innings pitched, the most out of anybody this year. 3.2 ERA is 4th overall. 30 strikeouts puts her at 5th, and a 147 whip, 4th overall. Now Andrews lacing this one foul once more. It's still 2-2. A 281 batting average against puts her 3rd overall. She sits just behind Cunningham and Laney. She only is just behind trailing Josie Crossman in a lot of those categories, her own teammate, who she now relieves. As Crossman night comes to a close. She is now in right field, McCool at first. Laura Paget now to the bench. The 2-2 from Davis. Skies this one, left field side, foul, still 2-2. So Crossman ends on the day, 3 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. She walks none and strikes out 1. In the 17 batters that she faces, she throws 45 pitches. 2-2 to Andrews. Hits this one, second base side. That ball's going to get down. It's a base knock. Pick up by Crossman. Runners move station to station. Bases loaded. Still nobody out. And it brings up the dangerous Kai Ricks. We saw this happen yesterday where she put a sacrifice fly to center field. Can she do it again here for this Reign squad with a 3-2 lead in their favor? As the MVP of this year's SCCL comes back up to the plate. 2 singles and a run scored. Jamerson at third, Strickland at second in for Watson, Macy Andrews at first. Good speed on the base paths. You find the outfield, you could score all 3 possibly. First pitch from Davis. First pitch swinging, drive to center field. This ball's gonna go! Kai Ricks' second homer of the year, and she does it at the best time possible. Grand slam to center. And a 7-2 lead for the Reign. And still nobody out. Kai Ricks, who has been a lightning bolt for this Reign squad all season long, takes it to center field. And the Reign now lead by 5, the biggest differential anyone has had this day. As now Davis just trying to settle in. First pitch outside of Cunningham makes it 1-0. So a couple more runs will be tagged on to Crossman. Now 5 against her. 2 runs have now been attached to Pearl Davis. As Cunningham already 2 for 2 with a double and a single today. Sees the next one outside once more, 2-0. Cunningham steps in once more. The recent commit to Memphis University will head off with Jasmine Mack, her teammate down at first base, coaching today. Still dealing with that leg injury next year. 2-0 just high. 3-0 now the count. As Hugh Bush will hit next. Already 1 for 2 with a single today. Cunningham with the first RBI of this game on that double. We'll see if she gets greenlit. The 3-0. She does. Swings it. Hits it out to right center field. Crossman gets underneath it and makes the out for number 1. So one away here now in the top of the 4th inning. 7-2 now your score. 2 home runs have brought in 5 RBIs. A solo shot for Frazier. 3 straight singles and a grand slam for Kyrix, her 2nd of the year. She knew that baby was gone off the crack of the bat. And now brings up Hubush, who's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to her is a strike inside, 0-1. She led off that top of the 3rd inning with a fly out and foul ground to Peters. She now comes up for the 2nd time in 2 innings played. And a single for her last time put runners at the corners that allowed Cunningham to score on the sac fly. Now drives this one left field side. It'll land foul in the bullpen's 0-2. She has 1 home run this year. A tying home run in last Monday's nightcap against the Bandits where she put it into right center field. Couple doubles for her this year for the Morgantown, West Virginia native. Looking to see if she can tack on to this lead. Now 7-2, the Reign have found their offense today. 0-2, tapped back towards the mound. Second base side, Horner will be there, out number 2. And now it brings up Alyssa Balcom, 0 for 1 with a sac fly and a ground out to the mound her last time. With 2 outs and nobody on as Davis settling in here after giving up back-to-back knocks. Balcom, third base side. Peters got a piece of it. It'll be a fair ball. Balcom going to make it into first base. She's going to try and make the strides into second. Throw is going to be there. The tag is in time, and that'll end the inning. Balcom tried to hustle it through, but gets cut down. She thought she got in there safely. It was a bang-bang play at second. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. 6 hits, 5-run score. Nobody gets left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 7-2. The Smokies now down to the Smoky Mountain Reign. They come up to hit and try and see if they can mount a comeback. 5, 6, and 7 will come up. Addison Lund will lead us off here from Mady Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Reign lead over the Smokies, 7-2. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. 7-2 your score. The Reign lead over the Smokies. Anna Frazier faces off against Addison Lund for the 2nd time today. The first pitch is outside for a ball 1-0. Lund grounded out to second her first time up in that bottom of the 1st inning. She comes up for the 2nd time today. Hits this one first base side. Balcom diving. Did she make the grab? She did indeed. 1 away. Soft cast or not, she doesn't care. She'll still make the grab. And now it brings up Cheney Peters. Peters comes up a .328 average for her. 10 RBIs, a hit short of 20, .361 on-base percentage. Fouls this one off for 0-1. 826 OPS for her this year. 5 doubles and a home run to her name. Two-run shot that she put over the scoreboard in left center. Now comes up with a ground out to second her last time. Now hits this one softly. Shortstop side. Diving is Cunningham. She makes the grab. Back-to-back diving plays. Makes for back-to-back outs. Now 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It brings up Horner, already 1 for 1 with a single on the day. A .255 average for her. 15 hits to her 15 RBIs. She knocks this one foul for 0-1. Tall second baseman comes in once more. 349 on base for her, just short of a 900 OPS and 895. 1 double and 5 home runs this season. Her 5 homers place her tied for, now just holds lone position of 5th as Tatum McCool separates herself with her 6th homer. That one low in the zone's a strike, 0-2. As the Smoky Mountain Rain now trying to get through their first clean inning. They have yet to get an inning without allowing a base runner. I might have just jinxed them, but that one's fouled off, still 0-2. I'm knocking on wood, I promise, Rain fans. Horner trying to see if she can make that jinx come true. Already 1 for 1 on the day with a hit. Laura Padgett will hit for Davis here next. Next pitch driven, deep left field. This ball will be underneath the glove of Andrews for out number 3. And I didn't jinx him. No hits, no errors. Nobody reaches first. We go to the top of the 5th. Rain head back up to the plate once more. They lead 7-2. 5, 6, and 7 will come up next. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Rain lead over the Smokies 7-2 here in this semifinal matchup. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 5th inning we go. 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Rain as they lead at 7-2 over the Smokies. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, just here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you're just tuning in here in the Scenic City Collegiate League, Pearl Davis facing off against Strickland for the first time today as that one's out and away for ball 1. Strickland 0 for 2, a fly out to center and a ground out to the mound. Her 2 times up today for the Dallas, Georgia native, who spent last year at Liberty University, the rising sophomore. 1-0 hits it off the end of the barrel. Horner charging it, has it bounce in front of her. The throw will not be in time. She couldn't get it away as she let it bounce in front of her. An infield single for Strickland, her first hit of the day. That's just an unfortunate bounce for Horner as she had to let it bounce. She didn't think she was going to make it in time. She just couldn't pull the trigger as Strickland with sneaky speed able to make it on. Now it brings up Anna Frazier, a solo home run her last time. Hits this one out of play, 0-1. Strikeout swinging and a solo shot to right that gave the Rain back the lead. That jump-started that 5-run top of the 4th inning. As the Greensboro College product comes to plate, the rising senior. 0-1 stays high, now 1-1 the count. Strickland back at first base now. First time today that she has reached in a Reign uniform after playing for the Choo-Choos earlier today and going 1 for 2. 1-1 stays the dirt now, 2-1. Davis just trying to see if she could settle in here. Gave up those back-to-back hits and then was able to at least get out that final 3 outs, even with the hit by Balcom. Now giving up a single here. Now it's Frazier, short throw upside, gets through past London into left field. Back-to-back base knocks once more for the Reign. And the offense just keeps on ripping. Now it brings up Lauren Jamerson. I think we're going to have a courtesy runner here now for Frazier. I think it would have to be Alyssa Balcom who would have to come in for her. And instead, they're going to have, I think, a pinch runner in for Frazier as they're trying to get Geneva McCallum. They can't seem to find her on the bench. So Frazier is going to step off. Geneva McCallum's going to come in and run for her. So McCallum comes in and will pinch run now for Frazier. Frazier will head back out to the field once this inning is over. But now Jamerson, 1 for 2 on the day, comes up. A missile of a shot to left her first time and a single. So that one's down and in for a ball, 1-0. A laser beam to left field that was caught at the wall by Munson and a single today for her. Sits 13th this season in batting average, tied with Cunningham entering in. This one's fouled off for 1-1. On the season for Jamerson, 370 average, 7 RBIs, 20 hits, now 21 if you include that single earlier. 424 on base percentage, an 868 OPS. 4 doubles are her extra base hits this year for the rising senior from Buckingham, Virginia. As the Sweetbriar College product comes to the plate. Sees the next one outside now, 2-1. As the rising senior, the Vixen, comes back up. One of the most unique color schemes and logos I think I've seen in collegiate sports. The pink and green, the 2-1. Down and in for a strike, now 2-2. Also definitely one of the most unique names I think I've seen in D3 sports as well for the Vixens, but definitely one of the coolest ones as well. She comes up with those pink batting gloves up. As the rising senior faces off against Davis once more, the 2-2. Comes in and chops it, third base side. That thing's a fair ball. She's going to get on with a base hit, and the bases are loaded with nobody away. How on earth did she do that? That's not even funny. How? If that's not a lumberjack swing, I have never seen one. She swung down at that ball and was able to just chop it like a swinging bunt down the third base side. That is unbelievable. That's also just been a great luck that she's had, it feels like, this summer. She has found ways to find knocks no matter what. And she does so here now as it brings up Ainsley Watson, already 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Looking to see if she can get on for the third time today as the Smokies converge on the mound. Got to mention as well the changes earlier. Cheney Peters now behind the plate. Addison Lund now stands at third base. Everybody else stays the same here in the infield as the Chattanooga State rising sophomore on the mound, just trying to settle in here. Has given up 3 straight singles and now has to deal with Watson, who's already 2 for 2. First pitch swinging, laces it out to left center field. That ball's going to get past Allen and all the way to the wall. Here comes 1 run. They're going to hold the runner at third and McCallum. A run does score, an RBI single for Watson. And an 8-2 lead, and still nobody out. 4 straight singles for the Smokies. And a 6-run lead. And we're going to see a new pitcher possibly again as Pearl Davis's night might come to a close. And I think it will. Coach Joe Guthrie, who was the manager of the year here in the SCCL. Trying to see if he can rely on Pearl Davis to at least go a few more. Smokies really only have 3 true pitchers, Horner, Davis, and Crossman. We haven't seen Horner, it feels like, in a hot minute. So the last time we saw her was back on the 9th, where she threw an inning of work. Was able to get through one cleanly, where they lost to the Bandits. And that is going to be the changes that we're going to see. A couple are going to be made here. So I think we're going to see Horner head out to the mound. Bases still loaded. Nobody out. And we'll see a pitching change once again here for the Smokies. So Maria Horner's going to come out to the mound now. Pearl Davis' night comes to a close. We'll get her line here in just a moment. But for Davis, goes an inning of work. Gives up 7 hits. Leaves the bases loaded. Has given up 3 runs so far. Has walked none. Has struck out none. As she faces 9 batters. And now, never mind, she's going to stay in here. So I thought at first, not going to be the case. So Paget at first base, Munson at second. McCole now moves into left. As Horner's just going to get warmed up. So she will come in next inning. Davis's night is not just done yet. I've all lied to you. I did not mean to. It kind of seemed like it at first. You got to understand. So now, Paget in at first base. Davis still out on the mound. First pitch to Andrews, a strike, 0-1. So Munson now moves to second. McCool from first out to left. Horner will be on the mound in just a moment. Next pitch is out and away for ball 1. Now 1-1 the count. So Munson now moves in at second base. Paget now at first. Next pitch down and in for a strike, 1-2. So Andrews comes in once again. A single and a fly out in her 2 appearances here for the rising sophomore from Rome, Georgia. Swings and drives this one. Right field. Crossman's underneath it for out number 1. We'll see if the runner tagged. McCallum will hold. A good throw from Crossman, too. It's a good thing she did. 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. And now it brings up the top of the order once more. Kai Ricks. 3 for 3. A grand slam and 2 runs scored. Looking to continue to tack on to the hit total. She now leads the league this season. First pitch to her, swinging, fouls it off, 0-1. Kai Ricks now 33 hits. The most this season. She overtakes Reagan Wall with 32. She is a perfect 1,000 at the plate today. Next one's outside, 1-1. We saw a grand slam from her last time. Does she have some Abby Bunt magic in her in this top of the 5th inning? 8-2 already your score. The Reign lead over the Smokies. 1 away. Bases still full. McCallum at third. Jamerson second. Watson at first. Next pitch, a strike on the outer half. 1-2. As the Troy University commit comes up, the former product from the University of South Carolina, the Gamecock for the last 2 years. 1-2. Hits it back up the middle. Davis knocks it down. Got to be quick with it. Throw to home is in time. 2 away. As it almost took off the head of Pearl Davis, but she's able to record the out. Base is still loaded. 2 away. And now it brings up Deanna Cunningham. 2 for 3 with a double and a single today. A fly or a line out to right her last time. First pitch down and away, first strike, 0-1. Cunningham, the shortstop, stepping in once more, the former University of Central Florida Black Knight. Drives this one off the end of the barrel, picked up by Munson at second. Throw to first is going to be in time for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. A run does score. 4 hits, the bases get left loaded. But a run does come around for this Reign squad. They now lead 8-2. We'll see if Anna Frazier can get through another inning of work here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the semifinal matchup here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Smokies come back up to hit. It'll be the bottom of the order, 8 and 9 coming up, and then top half after that. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the fifth inning we go. 8-2 your score. The Rain lead over the Smokies here as we enter into the bottom half of the frame. Anna Frazier going for another inning of work. Laura Paget will face her for the second time today. A single already for her. A .238 average on the season as the first pitch she'll see is outside for a ball 1-0. Paget has missed a lot of this season, unfortunately, due to a leg injury. Game number 13 now under her belt as she steps in. 4 RBIs on the year. Next pitch is a strike, 1-1. She'd been dealing with a thigh injury that had kept her limited. She had not been able to play for a couple of weeks. Now steps in a .393 on-base percentage, a .774 OPS, a home run, her lone extra baser, down and in. It's a ball, 2-1. She swung a very reliable bat. Just really haven't had the ability to put her in the lineup due to that injury. She's gotten the chance here today to get a start. Now drives this one, first base side. That gets down for a base knock. Another hit for Laura Paget. As Jamerson goes tumbling down for a moment there and right, but now a leadoff hitter on once more. I think we'll see Horner come in to run for her. She was the last out of the inning. And now instead it'll be Cheney Peters. So Peters going to come in for Paget as the courtesy runner. And now it brings up Crossman, lined out to the pitcher on a double play her last time up. The new right fielder looking to see if she can do some damage here at the plate. Shot taps it, shortstop side. Picked up by out number 1 by Cunningham. As Peters is back in at first base quickly. Did not want to make another double play happen. And now it brings up Shelby Allen, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk today. A run scored. She went down swinging her last time up for the Plant City, Florida native. First pitch lays down a bunt foul, 0-1. Peters at first, one away after the leadoff single by Paget. Peters comes in to run for her. Now it brings in the dangerous Shelby Allen. Lays down the bunt, fair ball, third base side, picked up by Strickland to first is not going to be in time. Infield single for Allen. Good defense from the Rain, just not able to make it happen though. And now runners at second and first with one away. And it brings up dangerous Tatum McColl, a home run already today for her. As the St. Augustine, Florida native, the rising redshirt sophomore. 6 home runs on the year, ties her with Ella Cunningham and Abby Bunt. Big swing and a miss to the outside pitch, 0-1. She grounded out the third her first time up. Now 23 RBIs on the season, places her third alone. Has a chance to drive in more. 0-1 on the outer half, a strike, 0-2. And Frazier trying to make it through this fifth inning, has given up has given up 2 singles already. A line out her only out. 0-2. Sets it too far outside, 1-2. Cam Munson would hit next if given the chance. 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout looking. But now McCool comes in, the Jacksonville U product. 1-2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. McCool had to burn her red shirt her freshman year after playing in 7 games. She got 4 starts, had 7 RBIs, and 1,000 OPS in 14 at-bats. Suffered a leg injury that cut that season short. Now takes a big hack of the high fastball. First strike 3, 2 away. Third strikeout of the day for Anna Frazier. And now it brings up the free swinging Cam Munson once more. The NC State product comes in. 14 RBIs for her, a .323 average. She'll foul this one off for 0-1. 0 for 2 on the day. Tied for 7th in RBIs this season. A .382 on-base percentage, a tick over a .930 OPS. 2 doubles and 4 homers. They have been some monster shots when she's made contact. 0-1 is just down and away, 1-1. All right, Burke would come up next, 1 for 2 with an RBI double or an RBI single and a ground out to first. She made it into second on that throw. The 1-1 skies it foul, 1-2. Peters at second for Laura Paget. Shelby Allen at first. Good speed on the base paths. You'll find some outfield grass. You can at least score 1. Shelby Allen could definitely make it interesting. 1-2 to Munson. Off speed, hits it foul, still 1-2. Lawrenceville, Georgia native steps in once more. From Collins Hill High School, the rising sophomore, headed off to Troy University next year, stepping across from her center fielding counterpart in Kai Ricks in center. 1-2, skies it, makes its way to shallow center field. Hubush and Cunningham will make the catch. It'll be Hubush who grabs it for out number 3. 2 hits, 2 runners get left stranded. No errors, no runs will score. The Reign hold on to their lead as we go to the top of the 6th. 8-2 your score. The Reign still lead over the Smokies, trying to hold this down and move on to Saturday. Losers season comes to a close. 3, 4, and 5 will come up next for the Reign. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th inning we go. A couple of changes here for the Smokies as it will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up now for the Reign. Horner moves back to second base. She will not come in to pitch. She will move back to second. Cam Munson will head back out to left field. Horner will stay at second base. And now McColl moves back to first. So changes are reverted essentially. First pitch outside of Hubush is a strike 0-1. So now Munson back in left, Horner back to second, and McColl back to first. Everybody else stays the same as Davis stays out for another inning. 0-1 to Hubush. Down and in, called a strike, 0-2. Morgantown, West Virginia native back up to the plate. Was at Belmont Abbey last year, the Division II school, the former Division I product from Florida Gulf Coast University. Sees this one down and away, now 1-2. Davis trying to see if she can get through another inning of work here. Was able to get the trust of her coach, Joe Guthrie, to get into this next inning. That one stays high now, 2-2. Hubush 1 for 3 on the day, a single to her name already. She has flown out to second and to third base her last 2 times. 2-2. Hits it hard to the third base side, foul, still 2-2. Davis making her work on the mound once more. The Columbia, Tennessee native. Again, the rising sophomore from Chattanooga State, the Zion Christian Academy member. Now Hubush drives this one foul once more. She drags that one into left field. Now still 2-2. Last year she played in 27 games, had 17 starts to her name. And now drives this one to the right-hand side. It's foul. Still 2-2. Another foul ball. Now a 7-pitch at-bat for Hubush. Balcom would hit next, and then Macy Strickland. Both a hit today. 2-2. Drives this one. Left center field. Munson will get underneath it. That'll be out number 1. Just scooped it a little too high, unfortunately for her, and it flies out to left. Now it brings up Balcom, 1 for 2 on the day, a sac fly and a single. She got thrown out at second after she thought she got in safely on that line drive to the third baseman, Peters, who then gunned her out at second. First pitch, hers a strike, 0-1. Oakland University product come back up to the plate. Malcolm, the rising junior from Macomb, Michigan, hits it shortstop side. Picked up by Burke to first in time, out number 2. Now it brings up Macy Strickland, a single and a run scored her last time. She came around on the Watson single. Now 1 for 3 on the day. The first one outside for a ball, 1-0. So for Strickland, of course, again, the Dallas, Georgia native coming in once more. Drives this one foul, now 1-1. Staying at Liberty next year, even though she did not play in any games last season. From Alatoona High School, where she played flag football. Her father, Brad Strickland, actually played baseball at Kennesaw State. Now hits this one off the end of the barrel. Picked up by McCool. At first, that'll be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. So the faith in Pearl Davis pays off. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. No hits, no errors. Nobody makes it to first base. No one makes it on base at all. No runs score. 8-2 still your score. The Reign hold on to a 6-run lead. We'll try and see if they can get through the Smoky hitters once more. They have 6 outs to try and mount the comeback. We'll start it off with 4, 5, and 6. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. 8-2 your score. The Reign have found themselves ahead by 6 as we enter into the bottom of 6 for Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. In the Scenic City Collegiate League in the semifinal matchup. Winner moves on to Saturday. Loser goes home. 4, 5, and 6 come up to bat now for the Smokies. The first pitch to Burke is down and in for a strike, 0-1, as Anna Frazier continues on the mound here, looking to get underway for inning number 6. Next pitch to Burke is fouled off, now 0-2. The Boaz, Alabama native, the rising junior from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, the former Trailblazer. Attended Boaz High School. He had played varsity softball since her 8th grade year. She had hit over .515 as she fouls this one off. It's still foul. Watson couldn't hold on. She had hit over .515 or higher since her sophomore year of high school. She had a 1,900 OPS in 42 games and was a first-team All-State her junior year. Next pitch is down and away, 1-2. Burke only played in 2 games her freshman year. She did not get an appearance last season, unfortunately for her. Look to continue her collegiate career once more. The 1-2. Hits it off the end of the barrel. Trying to make the grab is Frazier. This ball's going to land foul. Still 1-2. Watson kind of intelligently lets that one bounce. She knew Burke was going to go flying down that first base line. As Burke now trying to see if she can get on for the second time today. An RBI single already for her. And a ground out to first base her last time. 1-2. Hits it off the inside. It'll be on the left field line. Trying to chase it down is Macy Andrews. She will in time for out number 1. Had to move quickly for that one. Is able to make the grab as it came hooking down the left field line. And now it brings up Addison Lund, 0 for 2. With a ground out to second and that line out foul to Balcom at first base. The Appleton, Wisconsin native. That one stays low for her, 1-0. Lund, the former Charlotte University member, the rising sophomore, headed off to Eastern Carolina next year, the soon-to-be Pirate. Hits this one off the inside of the barrel to Malcolm at first for out number 2. And now it brings up Peters. So Cheney Peters comes up 2 away here in this bottom of the 6th inning. 4 outs remaining for the Smokies to mount the comeback, down by 6, 8-2. As the Trussville, Alabama native comes up. Sees this one low for ball 1. Peters, originally from the University of Illinois, transferring to Jacksonville State next year, the soon-to-be Gamecock. The 1-0. Called a strike, now 1-1. Peters, the utility player, primarily a catcher. U of Illinois has played a lot of third base this year for the Smokies as well as behind the plate. Off speed just stays high, 2-1. Horner would hit next if given the chance. 1 for 2 with a single already today. Peters comes in once more. The former JV football or JV volleyball and a flag football player hits this one. Shortstop side, gets through, base knock for Peters. First hit of the day for her. And it brings up Horner with 2 outs. So Emery Horner comes up once again, the Miamisburg, Ohio native. Pitcher utility player tonight, second baseman. 1 for 2 already with a hit. Made it to the second but could not advance. She flew out to left fielder last time up. Hits this one off the inside of the barrel at second base. Hugh Bush is there, out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th. 1 hit, 1 runner gets left stranded. No errors, no runners come around to score. 8-2, the Rains still lead. Trying to see if they can lock in a championship Saturday matchup against the Bandits. We'll find out if they can do so, if the Smokies have something left in the tank. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, Anna Frazier, Lauren Jamerson, Ainsley Watson. Scheduled to come up next. We'll be right back with this quick break here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Here in this semifinal matchup, Pearl Davis will go for another inning of work. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 7th inning we go. 8-2 your score. The pitcher, Anna Frazier, comes back up for the 3rd or 4th time today. She'll see the first one outside for strike 1. 2 for 3 with a single and a home run already. A solo shot to right center. She has helped herself out on the mound as she'll foul this one off for 1-1. Excuse me, now it would be 0-2. I don't know where I got 1-1 from. Excuse me. I don't do the whole numbers game sometime, which is funny considering softball is the game of numbers as well. Next one is outside. There's your ball, 1-2. So for Frazier coming in, the Supply North Carolina native. See the next one outside once more, now 2-2. Spent the last 2 years at Greensboro College, the former Guilford College member, her freshman season. Originally attended West Brunswick High School. Down and on her knees, now 3-2, able to draw it full. Davis trying to see if she can get through another frame of work. Frazier played in 42 games last year, 29 RBIs, 18 stolen bases, 16 extra base hits, 20 walks, and only 9 strikeouts. Drives this one left field side, another base hit for Frazier, her third hit of the afternoon, and a runner on in the leadoff spot with nobody away. Struck out swinging her first time and said, "Don't worry about it, I'm just going to put up all the hits after," as Strickland now runs for her. It brings up Jamerson once more. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a monster line out to left. Spent the last 3 years at Sweetbriar College. First pitch stays high. Back to first, not in time. Strickland's in safely. As the Buckingham, Virginia native comes in. Played in 41 games last year. Stole 26 bases, 24 runs, and 22 RBIs. Hits this one inside and fouls it off 1-1. She had that magical single the last time she came up where she pretty much just chopped one down the third base side. She has swung at some wild pitches and has found ways to get on base because of it. As Watson would hit next, already 3 for 3 with 3 singles. The 1-1. Hits it hard left field side. It's foul, 1-2. Jamerson last year, 283 average, a over 700 OPS in those 41 games played. 24 runs, 22 RBIs over her 3 years at Sweetbriar College. Over 100 hits, over a 300 average, 49 runs, RBIs, and stolen bases combined. She drives this one now to center field. Horner is going to get called off by Josie Crossman to right center for out number 1. So 1 away here now in the top of the 7th inning. It brings up Watson for the 4th time today. 3 hits already in the day. An RBI and a run scored. Comes up for her 4th time today, the Division II product. Hits this one hard left field side, foul, 0-1. It's the University of North Georgia product, the rising junior from Smith Station, Alabama. Attended Central High School before heading off to college. And is already 3 for 3 on the day. Has a runner at first and 1 away. Next pitch is in the dirt, now 1-1. Macy Andrews would hit next if given the chance. Watson, who's played a lot of first base, some second as well. Been a lot behind the plate with the injury to Jasmine Mack. The 1-1 now. Hits this one softly, right center field side. Crossman calls off Horner again and makes the grab for out number 2. First time today that Watson's gone down, and now it brings up Andrews. 1 for 3 with a single already and a run scored. She helped load the bases for Kai Ricks on that grand slam earlier. Now comes up with a runner on and 2 away. First pitch is outside and away for ball 1. Andrews, the rising sophomore from Georgia Highlands College. Sees the 1-0. Down and in for a strike, now 1-1. Andrews, who attended Rome High School, was a varsity swimmer back when she was in school as well. Engineering and architecture major. Drives this 1-1 down the right field side. Crossman backing up will make the out number 3 and records all 3 outs here in the top of the 7th. As we go to the bottom of the frame, Smokies have 3 more outs to find 6 runs. It'll start off with 8, 9, and 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Anna Frazier can go a full 7 or if they'll go to the pen. We'll find out here in just a moment. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Here in the semifinal matchup, Rain trying to make it to Saturday. Smokies trying to extend this ball game. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th inning, 8-2. Now your score. The Rain, the 4th-seeded Rain, trying to topple the top-seeded Smokies. Laura Paget will try and see if she can stop that here, as she'll lead us off. In the 8th spot, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 coming up to the plate as Anna Frazier looks to go the full 7. Paget comes in, the Marshfield, Missouri native, hits this one. Second base side, picked up by Hubush to first in time, out number 1. First pitch swinging, grounds out for the first time today. It brings up Josie Crossman 0 for 2. So the U of Delaware product comes in from Cumming, Georgia, the rising sophomore. South Forsyth High School product, the former flag football and basketball player, who also played in triple jump and track and field, as this one's down and away for ball 1. She was the first person in her high school's history to be named to 4 different sports teams in a single year. Again, triple jump with track and field, a basketball player, played flag football and softball. Next one's a strike, 1-1. As Anna Frazier continues to work here on the mound, she has had a very strong day. 7 hits, 2 runs given up. Now it's Crossman, second base side. Hubush bobbling, gets it to first in time for the out as they were sprawling for that one. Might not be the cleanest play, but hey, it's an out. Hubush was bobbling that thing, shuffles it to for Balcom at first. She's able to dive to make the grab, and once again, Hubush is more dirt than Jersey. And now it's down to Shelby Allen. 1 for 2 already on the day. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. As she tries to keep this ball game alive. 8-2 your score, the Reign lead over the Smokies. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. Shelby Allen, the last chance, down to their last strikes of the Smokies. Trying to see if she can bring up Tana McCall, a home run already today. Next pitch is outside and away, ball 2. Or excuse me, ball 1. I don't know where I got 2 from. Two outs, nobody on. 1-2 to Allen. Up in the zone, now 2-2. It's the center fielder, the leadoff hitter, trying to keep this squad alive. 1-2. Hits it third base side. Strickland got a piece of it. It's a foul ball. Just got a piece of it. It landed foul. Allen could have been off to the races for extra bases if she kept that one fair. Just could not keep it in the line. Strickland tried to make the diving grab. Now 2-2 still the count. Next pitch from Frazier. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The Rainer headed off to Saturday. They take it over the Smokies 8-2. And the hot bats find it here tonight. As that will end it here. 8-2 the final. Anna Frazier, have yourself a ball game. She goes the full 7, gives up 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. She walks 1 and strikes out 3. Of the 28 batters that she faces, she throws 98 pitches and propels this Reign squad to a Saturday matchup against the Bandits. Josie Crossman goes 3 innings, gives up 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, no walks and 1 strikeout. As Pearl Davis comes in and throws 4 innings of work in relief of her. She gives up 8 hits as well. 3 runs, all of them earned. She walks none and strikes out none of the 19 batters that she faces. She throws 67 pitches as that will end the year for the Smokies. The top-seeded squad who went 14-7 fall here to the 4th-seeded Reign. As Anna Frazier not only goes the full 7, she hits a home run for herself, a solo home run, a grand slam out of Kai Ricks. As Ricks picks up 4 RBIs, goes 3 for 4 at the plate. Frazier goes 3 for 4 as well. Watson goes 3 for 4 in RBI, 3 singles on the day. Tatum McCool tries to help out with a home run. Moria Burke with a RBI single as well. The offense is just not found for the first time this year for this Smoky squad. It'll be the Bandits taking on the Smoky Mountain Rain tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Rain will most likely be the road squad. We'll get confirmation on that later, but nonetheless, Rain and Bandits battling it out tomorrow, 10 a.m. here at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Rain taking over the Smokies. We will see you tomorrow morning as we will have the Scenic City Collegiate League Championship matchup. Thank you again for tuning in here on this afternoon. I hope you're able to enjoy this once more. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all, and I hope to see you all tomorrow morning for this championship matchup between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a safe rest of your evening.